If you had asked most collectors that spring, 1984 Fleer baseball cards entered the new hobby season in third place. All these years later, not much has changed, but it sort of has. We all knew right out of the gate that Donruss had upped their game and that Topps was trying to duplicate their picture-in-picture magic from 1983. But Fleer? It was just sort of there, clean and bright, but not really special. Of course, Don Mattingly's emergence that summer, coupled with the scarcity of Donruss to build a hobby classic and change how we looked at rookie cards, particularly those of young up-and-comingers. Donnie's baseball Topps and Fleer rookie cards got pulled along for the ride to some degree, and then the debut Fleer update set changed things that fall. With first cards of Dwight Gooden, Roger Clemens, and Kirby Puckett, that little set caught on quick. But we learned even more quickly that it was hard to find. Up went the prices, and that helped boost the value of the base set too, for a while at least. These days, 1984 Fleer and Topps are roughly equivalent in the market, and your preference largely depends on aesthetics and a few wins and card choices by one company or another. Whatever the case, these most valuable 1984 Fleer baseball cards are still popular after all these years, as evidenced by the recent eBay sales prices for PSA 9 copies reflected here. Play ball! 1984 Fleer Don Mattingly rookie card, number 131. Like I said before, and like you already know unless you're a few weeks old, the 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly rookie card changed the whole hobby. This Fleer Mattingly rookie card didn't quite have the same impact, but carried its own weight for a lot of years. And even though Mattingly fell short of Cooperstown, this baby still brings in $20 in graded mint condition today. 1984 Fleer Pete Rose, number 46. By the time this card was issued, Pete was playing north of the border for the Montreal Expos. Weird stuff. But he did collect his 4,000th hit in the Spos uniform before heading back to the Reds to continue his pursuit of Type Cobb. Like every other Rose card, this one moved up the value ladder with every hit Pete collected. Today, even with Charlie Hustle's fall from grace, this is a $15 card in PSA 9. 1984 Fleer Nolan Ryan, number 239. In 1983, Ryan broke Walter Johnson's all-time strikeout record, then was followed to that milestone by Steve Carlton and Gaylord Perry. It was Carlton who owned the record by the end of the season, though, and lots of folks thought Lefty would keep it for all time. But as you can see here on this $12 card, explaining why that theory is more bogus than a bull with udders. 1984 Fleer Darryl Strawberry rookie card, number 599. Along with Ron Kittle, Strawberry brought back major power to the rookie scene in 1983 after several seasons of pitchers and middle infielders types taking home the Rookie of the Year hardware. By the time his rookie card hit the mainstream in the spring of 1984, Straw had the Mets thinking like contenders, and then he would team up with Dwight Gooden and others to make New York one of the most exciting clubs in the majors. Like Mattingly, Strawberry fell short of the Hall of Fame, but this classic rookie card still hammers down at $10 in PSA 9. 1984 Fleer Bench and Yaz Superstar Special, number 640. After the 1983 season, Perry retired, and he wasn't the only legend to hang up his spikes. Wasn't even the most legendary, in fact. That honor was shared between Carl Yastrzemski and Johnny Bench, who bid adieu to the Red Sox and Reds respectively. The next year, 1984, if you're keeping score, Fleer honored the two future Hall of Famers together on this now $10 card in PSA 9. 1984 Fleer Rickey Henderson, number 447. By 1984, Henderson owned the single-season stolen base record, had 3 100 steal seasons to his name, and was already talking about breaking Lou Brock's career record. Rickey was also starting to be talked about as one of the greatest leadoff hitters of all time, a title he would eventually claim outright by general consensus. This Fleer card of a Hall of Famer sells for around $10 these days in PSA 9 condition. 1984 Fleer Ryne Sandberg, number 504. This card found its way into collectors' hands just in time to accompany Sandberg's breakout season, when he hit .319, smacked 19 homers, and sped his way to 19 triples as he helped the Cubs snag their first ever division title in 1984. All that earned him the National League MVP award and sent collectors scurrying to find his 1983 rookie cards. And if we got our hands on a few 84s like this $10 Fleer card along the way, then all the better. 1984 Fleer Johnny Bench, number 462. Fleer didn't stop with a combo card for Bench and Yaz the way Topps did. The 1984 Topps tribute card also pulled in Perry with the two sluggers. Nope, Bench appears here on a single career capper card, the sort of thing that Topps just didn't do in those days, and that Donruss skipped out on too. The last regular issue baseball card of the game's greatest catcher is a $20 item in PSA 9. 1984 Fleer Carl Yastrzemski, number 412. Same exact story here for Yaz, except he wasn't a catcher. He did win the 1967 American League Triple Crown, an MVP though, and he is a Boston legend. Yastrzemski's career capper also lines up at $10 in PSA 9. 1984 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr., number 17. In the spring of 1984, Ripken was on top of the world. After all, he was coming off a 2-year stint that had seen him win the American League Rookie of the Year award in 1982 and the American League MVP in 1983 and a World Series title with the Orioles in 1983. What could be better? Well, eventually another MVP award in 1991 and taking down Lou Gehrig's record for consecutive games played in 1995. That's what. This sunny card of a young and peaking Ripken sells for close to $10 in slabbed mint condition these days. Like our video? Then like our videos and subscribe to our channel. waxpackgods.com